Hi ladies, spring has definitely sprung and makeup should be no exception. Let's get to a spring look. I want to use Painterly Paint Pot to begin with. And I'm actually just going to use my finger. Now this wasn't a picture that was sent in, but this was from a Dior campaign last year for spring, and I really love the colors. So we're going to be using pinks and purples today. With a fluffy brush, I'm going to use one of my craft store finds. This one is Low Cornell AMM Mini Mop and Sunset Bee. It's a really beautiful pink. And I'm going to just swirl my brush in there and apply that right on top of the crease. So, right here. It's a very vibrant pink. And that's why we're using a fluffy brush, so that it tones it down just a little bit instead of using a dense brush to pack on color. And make sure to come in with your pink because we're going to be putting a bit more color than you normally would right on the inside. And dust a little bit underneath the eye right here. With a 217 brush, I'm going to be taking cream to violet. I'm going to be swirling that 217 in and also going on the crease, but not going as high up as I took that other pink. We're slowly getting to darker purples as we go down. And with either a clean 217 or I'm going to be using a 222, just blend. Okay, now I'm going to be taking a slightly smaller brush. The lower I go down, the smaller the brushes that I'm using. I'm using a 213 from MAC, but anything that basically looks like this. This is a touch bigger than the Maxine's mop. And I'm going to be putting that right on the outer V. Just patting it in there. I'm sorry, I forgot to say it's plum dressing that I'm using. It's a darker purple. And remember to just pat it exactly where you want it and don't blend it because you're going to be using that clean blending brush that you use to blend this. Because if you want it to go higher up, then use that blending brush and bring it up a little bit. Okay, and take that plum dressing and bring some into the middle right there, the middle of your eye. And use the clean brush to blend that out a little bit. Now use anything you want for your highlight color, be it vanilla, Blanc type, what other ones are there? Anything that you want. I'm going to be taking a mixture of Blanc type and Crystal Avalanche. Do I always say the wrong thing? I think I always do with that one. But Crystal something or other. I'm going to be taking a mixture of those two, patting it right in here. And getting into the tear duct right there. Okay, now I'll be taking that 217 brush and taking my darkest color, which is Fig 1. It's a very true purple. Putting that in there and just doing that outer V to deepen that crease. Okay, and then blend that in with your clean brush. So let's see, I'm going to take my Maxine's mop again, whoops, and just patting right where you feel that bone underneath. Just going to be patting it there a little bit. And remember, don't blend it. Use your other blending brush. I'm going to do my brow bone with the same color that I used on my lid, so combination of the white and the Blanc type, and come all the way down right here. And like I've said 1,000 times, make sure to take that blending brush that you have. And instead of blending with the Maxine's mop that has product on it, blend with this brush. Okay, I'm going to take that same Maxine's mop that I used to deepen the crease, and I'm going to pat some of Fig 1 underneath my eye. Smudge that, the Q-tip to make it softer. Usually used for my eyeliner. I will be using it for eyeliner, but I'm going to be taking Contrast, which is a gorgeous color. We used it in the Kim Kardashian look, and we're going to be doing our eyeliner with that dark blue. Okay, so I did it on top and below, and I'm just going to smudge that in on the bottom with a Q-tip. You can use your fingers if you want. I just find that a Q-tip works better for me. I'm going to be doing my brows, and I'm going to do it the same way that I did in the Kim Kardashian video, where I start at my arch and fill most of that in with pencil, and then I'm going to go back in and fill the front part with a lighter brown and then the rest of it. I'm not going to use a ton of bronzer because I want to keep this, I don't know, a little bit more light, and so I want to bring more pink into my cheeks. So I am going to be using my Wet n Wild, okay? La, la, la. I mean, this computer is making me look so washed out. I promise I'm not this white, but I have the beautiful natural light of the huge window over there coming in. So I find myself having to go almost a little overboard so that you guys can see these looks. So if it looks like I'm wearing a lot, I am. Yeah. But when I do these looks and I don't, you can't see that they're on, especially with this computer. So after each tutorial, I have to tone my face down a little bit before I go outside. Okay, and a blush that I have fallen in love with is Desert Rose from MAC. I think it's the best for my coloring. Okay, so this is what it looks like right here. In comparison, you'll see Tippy right up here, and this has a little bit of film on it because it's a cream blush. But this one's just really, really beautiful. It has a touch more coral in it, and so that works with my skin tone really well. And I am going to extend this one all the way up to the cheekbone. Now I'm going to do mascara and lashes, and I always use the Demi Wispies from Sally's. They're from Ardell. Okay, and for the lips, I'm going to be using Ginger Root by MAC. Then a little bit of Hot Tahiti, and this I'm just patting on because this comes out a little bit darker. And over that, I'm going to be putting Girl About Town. Okay, there we are. And I like to take a little Myth and just put it in the center right there. And it gives a little bit more of a 3D effect. And if you want gloss, you can always use that Fergie Viva Glam 6. Love it. Or you can use just a clear gloss. And I'm just going to dab it right there. And right there. Okay, so there is your spring look. You have beautiful purples and beautiful pinks. I think it turned out rather, rather nice. And I like that instead of using black, we use that really, really, really deep navy blue for the liner. I think that that complemented the purples really, really well. So if you're wondering about my little hair piece, this is from one of our new vendors called AdelynShop.com. You can go to her, and she is really, really priced well, and I'm going to put a button of hers on the side, and that way you can go to her. This is called the Goldie, if you like that one. So go ahead, give her a shout, tell her that Doll Cosmetics or Classy Cosmetics sent you, and yeah, have a great day, and go out and enjoy the beautiful weather. Bye.